Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday, July 15th, Rotary Club of San Dimas Zoom meeting. Welcome, everybody. We will, let's go around the room, start with self-introductions of our Rotarians. I'm going to go in the order of the squares as they appear on my screen. So we will start with the top left, Casey Cox.
I wonder if it puts it alphabetically, or you just want to start with me again, huh, Steve? Or Nick. Hey, my name's Casey Cox. Happy to be back in our San Dimas Rotary. Been around our Rotary, gosh, it's probably pushing 15 years now, somewhere getting close to that. And what a glorious place we have here. I'm a coach and inviting you to live your best life and figure out how to make that forward. What we do in the Rotary is really we go into the community and we do the same thing all over the place. We find out where things are not working and help them work better. So I'm glad to be aligned with what we do in our Rotary.
Thank you, Casey. Marilyn Sparks.
Hello, I'm Marilyn Sparks with Farmers Insurance and the Los Angeles County Insurance Commissioner.
Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah, it does look like my squares are lined up with alphabetically with camera on, and then alphabetically without the camera enabled. So there was a little bit of scrambling there, but we're going to go over to Nick McGee for the block. You're muted, Nick.
There we go. Sorry about that, sir. What I had said was if I would have known that we were going in alphabetical order with the camera people on going first, I would have left my camera off. My name is Nick McGee, and I manage human resources and accounting. I'm still somewhat new to the Rotary, but happy to be a part of it and looking forward to get going.
Right. Welcome. We're going to send it over to Raymond Foster.
Hey, good afternoon, Raymond Foster, past president, current Zoom master. Also, though, this weekend is a big event downtown at Judging by the Cover. There's going to be a local author signing event, more than 25 local authors, of which I are one. I'll have 3 of my books available on Sunday between 11 and 1. Every once in a while when I do these signings, somebody shows up with books from 20 years ago. If you bring those, I'll sign those too. So looking forward to that event this Saturday and Sunday at Judging by the Cover, downtown San Dimas, a couple of doors over from Roadies. Everybody knows where that is.
Did you say Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday, that's right. I'm most interested in Sunday, but
well, there is a Cars and Coffee event put on by the city from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. this Saturday. So go check out some cars and then go get an autograph from Raymond Foster.
Right.
All right. And Rita McGee, you're up next.
Rita McGee, local estate planning attorney, and then some.
Plus. All right. Sylvia, you are up.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sylvia Melendez. I'm the CEO of the San Dimas Chamber of Commerce. There's another event. So there's songs at the station at the Pacific Railroad Museum from 6 to 8 on Saturday, in case you're there at Judging by the Cover. So there's another opportunity there afterward. Thank you.
Right. And Sonia, you are up.
Okay. Sonia Reed, Chair of Making Spirits Bright, supporting low-ranking military families at various bases.
Excellent. Thank you for being here. I'm going to skip Steve Scott. It appears he's on a phone call. And we're going to go over to Anthony Porter.
Hello, I'm here, yes.
Yeah.
Current president of Laverne San Dimas Educational Foundation, along with a few other things here and there. Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here, Anthony. Brian Baker, are you available?
I am here. Yes.
All right.
Financial planner with Ameriprise Financial, supporting our local educators in the Bonita, Glendora, Claremont, and surrounding school districts.
Excellent. All right. Thanks for being here, Brian. Dominic Torres.
Dominic Torres. I'm with High Point Brewing Company and the Satellite Rotary Club. I think it's everything.
Right. That's definitely not everything, but we'll let you get away with that for today. And Steve Scott.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. My name is Steve Scott. I am a State Farm agent in San Dimas, past president, been a member of the club for a little bit of time. Glad to be here.
All right. And I am Mike Wallace. I am the current president of the Rotary Club. I've been a Rotarian for over 10 years. Always happy to be here serving the community. And I own a local mortgage brokerage, Better Home Financial, here in San Dimas. But without further ado, we will move on to our program for today. I apologize if I get the name wrong, but our speaker is Stephen Ropfogel.
Very good.
Okay, all right, close.
Perfect.
All right, and the presentation, Do You Believe in Magic? Why Promotional Products Work? Known as a findologist, Stephen has spent decades helping businesses and organizations build their brands through promotional products. In this engaging presentation, he combines the art of magic with marketing insights to explain why promotional products remain one of the most effective forms of advertising. Learn the surprising history of promotional products, why promotional items create lasting impressions, how businesses use promotional products to increase visibility and customer loyalty, the psychology behind why people remember branded items, why promotional products often outperform traditional advertising. Stephen is among the top 1% of professionals in the promotional products industry and has received numerous awards for both his business accomplishments and community service. So without further ado, we will turn it over to our guest speaker today, Stephen. Take it away.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, because we're doing this over Zoom, I can't really share the magic part because, I can't, it's hard to have you pick a card
Sure.
from the deck and then for me to find it, for example. But there is an opportunity for you to go to the Magic Castle just for being here. We're going to send out a little form you can fill out to get a pass to the castle anytime you'd like, and we'll go from there. So very quickly, I'm going to just discuss a little bit of the history of promotional products. It really goes back to ancient Rome, because every time there was a new Caesar, there were new coins. And those new coins had his picture on it or his image. And, we're still doing that with the royals in England. Whenever there's a new president or new king or queen, all the coins change and all the dollar bills change. So that's where it started from. And it's really evolved into much more than just swag now. It's really, I think, the best advertising method or medium there is. Today, we're going to take a quick look at why some branded merchandise stays in people's lives and while others disappear, like magic. Consumers do not keep promo products just because I need to put my glasses on. There we go. People don't keep promo products just because they were free. What they do is, they keep them because of their usefulness. The numbers that we're going to look at today are coming from PPAI, which is the Promotional Products Association International. That's our trade association, and their consumer research brand, their consumer research. I'm losing a word here. Department, and it'll give us a practical framework for choosing better merch. The presentation will focus on what drives retention, action, and brand perception. On the next slide, I'm going to let you know what matters and the initial reaction and how that works. So if we can go to the next slide. More than 80% of the consumers report some level of excitement when they receive branded merch. And roughly 1/3 say they're very excited. That positive first impression is important because it's not the main advantage of the merch, but the bigger opportunity is what happens after the handoff, whether the item stays in use and keeps creating value over time. Unlike a short-lived ad impression like a TV commercial or a billboard, promotional products continue to work long after the first impression, and it gains a place in daily use of the person that's received it. To understand that, let's look at how often and where people are receiving merch today. Branded merchandise is showing up more and more in more places than ever, at work, at conferences, at festivals, through retail gift and purchase programs, and just as thank you gifts. What that means is that promotional products are now a normal part of our culture, commerce, and the workplace. The audience should see this as an opportunity, both as an opportunity and a challenge, because consumers are exposed to many more branded items than they can use at any one time. The broader the distribution, the more selective recipients become about what deserves to stay with them and what deserves to leave. Think about a convention, and if you're going and just have everybody has a pen, you want something that's going to stand out and make sure that you're different than everybody else. The shift in exposure changes the standard consumers use and how they judge your merchandise. Consumers are no longer evaluating promotional products in isolation. They're comparing them to products they already own and buy for themselves. This is why co-branding is becoming the latest trend, such as putting your logo on a Yeti mug or a Callaway shirt. Those logos only enhance the perceived value of the item that you're giving. And quite honestly, when you buy them in quantity, even with your logo on them, they're very often less expensive than what you would see in retail. This data shows the higher the bar, it reflects that higher bar, that higher bar. About 28% say merch feels mostly premium. 31 says it feels more premium than cheap. 30% call it average, and 11 still connect it with lower quality. Free is no longer enough. The product has to feel worth keeping. This is where better product selection matters. If the item feels thoughtful, useful, and well made, it supports your brand and it reflects well on you. If not, it works against it. The next question is actually what makes an item stay with the consumer. Retention is encouraging. Nearly 90% of consumers say they keep branded merchandise after either regularly or at least occasionally. The strongest reason by far is its usefulness in daily life at 55%. High quality is the next major reason at 21%. That tells us usefulness and quality work together. The lesson here is simple. If you want a product to last, Choose something that solves a small everyday need and feels durable enough to keep. The same logic becomes even clearer when we compare why people keep items versus why they get tossed. The main reason people keep an item is its usefulness. The main reason they discard or give an item away is that they're not useful, it feels like poor quality, or they already have too many of the similar product. In other words, the same factors that drive retention also explain rejection. Things to avoid when choosing a promotional product to carry your brand. Avoid generic items, avoid quality shortcuts, and categories where the audience is already overloaded. When the right product does stay, it can deliver a measurable business outcome. Branded merchandise leads to action, not just awareness. About 48% of consumers said that merch prompted them to look up the brand. 42% visited a website, 39% made a purchase, and 38% talked about the brand with others. Only 13% said they took no action. Again, the strongest trigger is usefulness. When the product earns repeated use, it keeps the brand visible and increases the chance of a next step. Let's use a simple coffee mug as an example. First, if the message is on both sides, you get twice the exposure. Once from the person using the mug and the other from everyone else that's in the room with them. According to PPAI, a coffee mug generates about 3,000 impressions during its useful lifetime. So a $5 coffee mug will cost about 17/10,000ths of a cent per impression. This is a useful way to position merch, not as a giveaway expense, but as a tangible medium that keeps performing. This brings us to what makes merchandise feel valuable in the first place. Two drivers stand out: usefulness and quality. Roughly 68% say usefulness makes merchandise feel more valuable, and 65% say high quality does the same. Design, uniqueness, and personal relevance help, but they matter only after the basics are covered. On the negative side, products that feel cheap when materials are poor, when the item feels disposable or it's not useful. So the brand benefit comes from combining utility and a quality experience. Let me show you how, if we do that well, the impact extends beyond the product itself and changes how people view the brand. High quality merchandise improves brand perception in a major way. Nearly 90% of consumers say that quality merchandise improves how they view a brand. That means that an item is not separate from the brand experience, it becomes part of it. This is why product standards matter. Every item communicates something about your brand's credibility, taste, and attention to detail. There is still an important balance to strike between practical value and emotional value. The functional value leads, but emotional value helps the relationship last. If you give somebody a large Yeti-style tumbler that does not fit in their car cup holder, or when full is too heavy to be carried, you may still have the emotional value, but the functional value goes down. Nearly 3 out of 4 consumers say they prioritize functional value over emotional value. At the same time, emotional value still matters. Many consumers say that merch can strengthen their connection to a brand. The best products do both. They're useful first, then meaningful in a way that makes the experience memorable. Think of this as utility earning the right for emotion to matter. That matters even more because consumers are increasingly selective. They no longer feel an obligation to keep free products, and they're becoming more selective. The top reasons for rejecting merchandise is consistent. It's not useful, it's poor quality, or they already have too many items. In a saturated environment, repetition reduces impact. This is the case against swag for swag's sake. More items do not necessarily mean more value. Relevance and quality are what separate retained merchandise from ignored merchandise. That selectivity leads directly to the final strategic takeaway. The market is moving toward fewer but better products. About 66% of consumers prefer fewer, higher quality items, while about 20% prefer more lower cost items. Sustainability and practicality are making people more intentional about what they keep. They don't want to receive something that's just going to end up in the landfill. The strategic takeaway is to invest in products that fit naturally into your recipient's life instead of spreading budget across many low impact items. Useful, relevant, and well-made merchandise says everything stays. Everything else tends to disappear. This research should help your client, help me help you choose smarter branded merchandise. Thank you for your attention and time. And promotional product, my favorite thing about promotional products, 2 of them. One, it's the only form of advertising where the recipient says thank you to you for you giving them your ad. And promotional products remain to be seen. They're used and they're kept. Okay, and now any questions?
All right. Thank you very much. We'll open it up to the floor. Anybody, any questions? I see a virtual hand for Marilyn. We will start with Marilyn. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you. And the psychology of the mind is quite fascinating. And I love when I give out one of my promo products, people will take a picture and post it online for me, which is super nice.
Yep.
Thank you, Marilyn. Casey, I see you unmuted yourself. Go ahead.
I'll give the literal hand. Stephen, I wanted to say your presentation articulates what I think we all inherently know the moment you say it, but we don't think about it until you have said it, which was genius. I'm curious, the findologist aspect of your brand or name, where did that come from and how does that tie into the merchandising aspect that you shared with us?
So it feels like a lifetime ago, probably about 30 years ago. I was in a small networking group, and the couple of people gave me some hard products to try and find, and they couldn't stump me. And one day somebody said, they called me a findologist, that I could find anything that fit their budget and was great for their message. And I loved it. And so I branded myself as your findologist or the findologist. And it's on everything I use and give away and business cards everywhere. And it never fails that somebody asks that question, and it lets me get into, what it is I do.
All right, thank you.
Brian?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Brian.
Sorry, I had to unmute. So you talked about like attach your name to like premium products. Like I know that more than anyone. Like get my company logo on a Callaway hat. People are gonna keep that thing forever, right? So if you're kind of expanding outside of just like, I guess like a golf hat or like a tumbler, can you kind of give me like another like 2 or 3 products that like specific product names that you could attach yourself to that would make people want to keep it for a long time?
Well, right now I'm noticing a change in one of my larger clients is a hospital, and they do a lot with runs and walks. And so they were doing a lot of t-shirts. Now they're doing a lot of cooling towels that they give out at the walks and the runs. Because again, everybody has a lot of t-shirts. Believe me, I have more than I can wear at any one time. And so it doesn't necessarily, unless it's really, one of my favorite t-shirts has a pocket in it, but not all t-shirts do. But a cooling towel is really, really practical, especially for now. Another product is I do a lot with conferences. So a really good journal book. They come in all kinds of price ranges, but I have a couple of clients that really love Moleskin. And again, that's using a brand to enhance their brand. So those are 2 examples.
Thank you.
And I'm sure I'll think of more once we're done with this.
That's how it always seems to work.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. And any other questions for our guest presenter today?
Well, before we go, Michael, I like your display in the background, because that really is all of that is also from our promotional products, all of your skateboards.
Yeah, that's a collection I've kind of put together over the years of a nostalgic time in my life where skateboarding was very influential.
Now, see, I thought that was like a guy who hung deers on the wall. Those are the kids that you would run over in the street. So,
well, thankfully,
why not both?
No teenagers were harmed in the making of this display wall. All right. Well, thank you very much. Certainly something to think about, and something that I know with my business that I probably don't do enough of. It just seems like putting a little bit of thought on the front end into what sort of what is useful and quality before just putting your name on a bunch of pins or doing what everybody else is doing just to have something to give away can really pay dividends in the long run of putting merch out there that gets that gets retained and not thrown in the dumpster, if
Right.
you will. And Raymond, I see a hand. Please.
So, and I want to ask Marilyn a question. Marilyn, a long time ago, you gave out a USB adapter with 3 different prongs on it. That is still in my bedroom and is used at night for my headphones. How long ago did you give? And I see Marilyn Sparks every night. How long ago did you give that one out? That's been a while.
Several years, probably 5+ years.
See, that's an example when he said something that you use repeatedly over and over and over again. I thought that one was the cleverest things I've ever seen because it's been so useful to me. And when I immediately saw the 3 prongs, finally one day I lost the regular thing and your thing was there, and like an insurance agent, you stepped in. That's how I thought of it. So I think it goes along with what Stephen said, long term. I've been trying to think of something that clever ever since.
The problem is they keep
Give me a
changing
call. I'll
the
think of
receptors.
Give me a
I'm sorry.
call. I'll think of something for you. Before we go, 2 things I wanted to add. One, Halo Branded Solutions is one of the largest companies in the industry. And every one of our vendors, we are their largest client. So we get the best pricing that's out there. So if price becomes an issue, I can help you on price. And Michael, if you want a bottle opener or a keychain that looks like a skateboard, I've got it. I've got the item for you. And also, I have been a Rotarian for almost 35 years. I'm a member of Glendale Sunrise Rotary. I've had every position except for secretary or treasurer. And I'm just really super excited to be a Rotarian.
Excellent. All right. Thank you, Stephen. And I know Raymond has your contact information, but could you drop that in the chat? We'll make sure that we send that out to everybody on the meeting today.
Sure. And also, if they send me an email, I'll send them a little survey that I did for my clients that'll include the ability to get a pass to the Magic Castle.
Oh, wonderful. All right, great. All right. Well, thank you very much. We do have some normal Rotary business to attend to. You're more than welcome to stay if you'd like to.
I will stay as long as I can.
All right, excellent. Okay, moving right along, we are going to turn it over to our fine master. I saw a head shake. Are you able to be the fine master today, Rita?
I am. I had to pull it up. Sorry, I have like multiple screens now, and I don't know where I save half the stuff. So, but I do have it.
All right.
Let's see. If you want to find yourself for the good, the bad, the ugly. The good meaning you're winning at life. The bad is because we're here to keep you humble. And 3, the ugly, because you did that and we deserve compensation. So every dollar goes back to serving our community. So technically this is a charity donation. So who's starting? I can't see anybody. Everybody better have their hands up.
I'll find myself $5 because Rita's leaving me next week. I should find you $5.
You should.
But that's just temporary, right?
Yeah, just for a week. I'll miss her.
No. Yes, for 1 week.
That's it?
That's all I get. That's all I get. I'll find myself $5 because I am leaving.
That seems more appropriate.
Yeah, I'll find myself $5 because I'm leaving. It's been a long time planning, so we're looking forward to it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to find myself $10 just to kind of toot our own horn for everyone on the 2026 committee. That was a wonderful event. Thank you to everybody who was on the committee and sponsored and put their blood, sweat, and tears and dollars into it. That I think was a phenomenal event, and I think it's causing a new problem, which is that the community of San Dimas wants a drone show every year, and we can refer them over to Mayor Emmett Badar and the city and let them decide if they want to continue with an Independence Day celebration each year. We officially disbanded the 2026 committee, and we have all released the chains and are no longer bound by responsibility to plan an Independence Day celebration. So I will find myself $10 for that rant, and thank you, everybody.
I'll find myself 20 to match you, Rita, and Marilyn, Mike.
You should find yourself more for not calling me back this morning.
Rita, like you, I got to run a business. I'll call you back.
Oh man.
Well, Wally may say the same to you, Rita.
I know. I know.
All right. Any other fines? Going once, going twice? All right. Thank you, everybody. We are going to move down to Action 360 and the Cornhole Tournament. So now that 2026 has come and gone, full focus onto our next community event, our next fundraiser, the Cornhole Tournament. Saturday, August 1st, Laverne Brewing Company. We have, I believe, 6 of 8 lanes sponsored. Is that correct, Raymond?
I'm pulling it up now.
I think it's 5 or 6. But we are definitely looking for people who want to come play, who want to participate. Raffle prizes, sponsors, of course, are more than welcome. But what we really need are teams of people who want to come play cornhole. Otherwise, it's not going to be a very exciting event if we only have a handful of teams. So, Steve, anything from your side regarding the cornhole tournament?
Largely, we need participation. I know 4 of the couples that came last year through the club and through people I know are on vacation this year. And so that's 8 people who won't be there. I mean, and honestly, thank goodness we had 30 plus Marines there last year, because that, made the event look as good as it did. But we really need participants. So hoping the Rotarians in this room, the Rotarians who aren't here, can get there, bring friends. It's a really good time. Who doesn't like to play cornhole and have a beer? Fun for everybody. Take a couple hours. So if you're available, we'd really like to have you there. And again, and we're 2.5 weeks away. Raffle prizes are imperative. So anybody who might be able to throw some stuff our way for that, it would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and I have some raffle prizes. I believe I have 3 baskets to raffle off here at my house. We can put together
golf certificate again.
Okay, great. But yeah, I mean, we need, what would you say, Steve? A minimum of 15 teams minimum?
How many?
15 teams minimum?
Oh, yeah. Minimum. At minimum.
Yeah. So yeah, I know we all know people who like to play cornhole, like to hang out at breweries, eat good food. So let's get some people signed up.
Mike,
would you send me the flyer and I will try and get some people to make the trek over to San Dimas?
Yeah, absolutely. We can send them and make a note.
Yeah,
I needed the flyer as well as is there a registration link that to sign up at? Is that on the flyer?
There is no registration link. We were just taking registrations via email.
Okay.
All right, that pin's not working. Okay. So Casey and Stephen, we will send the flyer immediately after the meeting.
And Sonia.
And Sonia. Okay, great.
So I'm going to reach out to 29 Palms and Fort Irwin, and I imagine we'll have at least 4 Marines and maybe a couple of soldiers. But we need to talk about if we don't get registrations, we can reach out to the Veterans Center and sponsor teams that way. Cause I know we have 3 teams. You could also sponsor a team, right? So we have 3 teams sponsored already, but we have 1 team registered. And we have 4 lane sponsors. So the total income of the project so far is $2,300. So we need teams.
Yep. We need people who want to compete for the 2nd annual Rotary Cornhole Tournament Trophy.
So Mike, can you do the same thing? Can you send me a flyer as well, Mike?
Sorry, who was that? I didn't.
Brian.
Brian. Yeah, I'll send it out to everybody on the call. Yeah.
And Mike, we got a trophy last year, didn't we?
We did.
Okay. I'll call the guy today.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Okay. Moving down to the food drive. Raymond.
Can we schedule a meeting to talk about this cornhole thing?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometime in the next 2 weeks.
You guys want to come by my office early part of next week?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Convenient for the both of you. I'm pretty wide open, so okay.
I'm good. I'm good anytime Monday. Kind of anytime Tuesday and Wednesday. So any of those days, let me know what works for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything is flexible for me tomorrow, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So
Tuesday's the chamber board meeting, so that's not that.
Oh, that's right. It's not on my calendar yet.
How about Monday at 10:30 at Steve's office?
Perfect.
Sounds good. I'll put it on my calendar right now.
Anybody else who'd like to come and chat about cornhole tournament? It'll be Steve Scott's office, 10:30 on Monday. We'll wrap some of that up. Okay, food drive. Food drive. I always get worried. I always get panicked. I'm not panicked, but I always get worried about it. It is on the 15th of August. I will tell you, we've already received $2,800 in donations, so it pays for the mailing, and it pays. We got a check for $1,000 yesterday from a Masonic Lodge in Northern California. So it's already paid for all that. Just remember, we need to have people bring food in on Saturday the 15th. The other thing I'm concerned about is that I have not gotten a call back from Ed Perry from United Pumping regarding the transportation of the food out to 29 Palms. So, but I do know on the plus side, Sonia knows that the Buddhist temple will be stepping up for the August food drive. So they're going to be bringing a lot. So it's like every food drive, it's chaos until it's not. But we will be having a planning meeting at 5:30 on July 22nd via Zoom to go through all the final details. If we don't have transportation out to 29 Palms, we'll figure something out. I don't know what we'll do yet, but we'll figure it out. So that's where the food drive is.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, we could rent a U-Haul or something like that, right?
As long as Steve's looking the other way, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
One of us can use our American Express card and drive out to 29 Palms very carefully.
We can yeah. All right. Well, we will figure it out. Like we always do.
The last thing is the Marine Corps dinner is coming up. Put that in your date, November 10th. Tickets will be $75. That will include a drink. We've also booked a 15-piece big band to play. So that will be our entertainment that night. So it's going to be a great night, and it'll be our first Marine Corps dinner with alcohol. So, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, very excited about that. Okay, calendar of events.
So I understand the share function is not working, or it's funky, weird. I'll try one more time. Can you see the thing now? Can you see the?
Yeah,
Yep.
I can see the calendar. I noticed during Stephen's presentation it was glitchy.
Yeah, it's not showing me what it's showing. Okay, well, I apologize for that. But the next guy is August. Our next real meeting is August 5th. Improv for Life, and the idea is teaching improvisation to talk to people. And then I have all the food drive stuff, and we're pretty much dark for the rest of the month. But then in September we pick up with leadership lessons from the happiest place on earth, which is of course Disneyland, apparently. And then Visiting Angels will be in to talk about their new service care for veterans and how veterans are eligible. And I have also here marked that the 26th is the wellness fair. Is that correct, Marilyn? September 26th?
Last Saturday in September.
Because I think what we want to think about doing for that is, do we want to have a Rotary booth as a group this time? So that's it through September.
All right. Yes, that last Saturday of September is Saturday, September 26th.
1 week before Beer and Wine Walk.
Exactly 1 week before the Beer and Wine Walk. Correct. Okay. That brings us to the four-way test. The four-way test is an ethical test developed by Rotarians of everything we think, say, and do. And the four-way test, I like to think of this as a four-way stop. You have to pass all four tests. I can think of many, many examples where 1, 2, or 3 of these things may be true, but one is not. And you could end up in an unethical thought, speech, or action. But the four-way test is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? So if the answer to all 4 of those questions is yes, then you can it's pretty safe to act in and be assured that you are acting in an ethical manner. That is today's four-way test. Anything going on in the community that we should know about? Any last words? Anything that our Rotarians or guests want to bring to people's attention?
Sylvia, what's going on?
Hi there. Yes, so we have a ribbon cutting tomorrow. If you want to stop by at 4:30 at Madness Aesthetics on Arrow Highway by Sola Salon. So that's coming up. And there is a chamber member event I have mentioned before. So Songs at the Station from 6 to 8, supporting Pacific Railroad Museum. There's also in August, RDS Insurance is having a new ownership ribbon cutting celebration. And the last one in August is Outdoor Elegance, is having a multi-chamber mixer, and the lead is the LeBron Chamber, but we support our surrounding chambers. So you're more than welcome to join that. The only thing is make sure to get in your RSVP as soon as possible, because more than likely they're going to cut that off pretty soon. And any other events, please visit our website, sandymisschamber.org. And that's it for me. Oh, could I mention one more? So we heard about the wellness fair, and that's on September the 26th. But there's also the Beer and Wine Walk. It is on October the 3rd. We had a city meeting today, and they approved the event tentatively. The outline looked really good, and so put that on your radar. Saturday, October the 3rd, from 4 to 8 in downtown San Dimas. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Anyone else?
Yeah, Mike, the booster car show that's in the end of the month.
Yeah, I was gonna go. I was gonna go last.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No. Anything else you'd like to highlight?
Well, for the booster car show, we are going to stop by the raffle booth. Pam Badar has put together a ton of wonderful baskets, and we're going to be obviously selling tickets for a chance to win one of them. So please come see me and Melissa during the car show.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are some very valuable and really cool raffle prizes to be raffled off. So come out to the car show. The car show is Sunday, July 26th. It's the last Sunday in July. It's under 2 weeks away. And yeah, we're going to have over 100 classic cars on display. We're shutting down Bonita Avenue between Walnut and Iglesia. The cars will be staged on Bonita through Civic Center parking lot and up to First Street, which will also be closed. We're going to have a DJ. Our mountain rescue team will be doing a pancake breakfast and a hot dog lunch. The show runs from 8:30 to noon. We'll have ice cold beer, raffle prizes. It's going to be amazing. Come out and support. And yeah, it's just going to be a great community event and day. So tell your friends and family. It's free to attend, and it's something that's really cool that we put on there in San Dimas in downtown. Any other comments, questions, concerns, events? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. And I will send an email with the cornhole flyer, and then we'll get Stephen's contact information also out to everybody on the call. Thank you very much. I will see everybody soon. Have a great day.